Hi, I'm Ricardo Belmar with Hughes, and we're here at the Fast Casual Executive Summit today, talking with Maureen Donahue from Chick-fil-A. Maureen's the Manager of Franchisee Selection. Maureen, thank you for joining us. Great to have you with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for asking me to be here today, Ricardo.
Thank you. So I wanted to start by asking you, can you describe Chick-fil-A's ideal customer and how do you reach them using technology both in and out of the restaurant?
Yeah, thank you for asking. Really, our brand is universal, right? Fried chicken, salads, just great tasting food. And so whether you're 8, 18, 28, or 80, I think we try to appeal to really every customer. And we really want to make sure we can be very inclusive to everybody. And our operators do a great job in being localized and creating the connection with their communities so everyone will feel welcome to our restaurants.
I have to say, I think your restaurants are doing a fantastic job of that. And everyone I know, at least, is always recognizes the familiarity you get from walking into a Chick-fil-A, the way people greet you when you come in, and we've always loved the way everyone responds and no matter what you ask for them, it's always my pleasure.
Yes, well, our operators do a fantastic job hiring great team members that really deliver that experience that we want everyone to have in our restaurants.
Yep, I think they're doing a great job. One thing I wanted to ask you, as we see as a trend with almost everyone here at the event, is using mobile technology.
Absolutely.
So what is Chick-fil-A doing with mobile today?
Gosh, well, our brand is 50 years old as a chain, right? Truett Cathy founded our brand in Atlanta, Georgia, and over the years in the early 40s, creating the chicken sandwich, but became actually a franchise concept in the 60s. And so while things haven't changed in the sense of some of our food products, right, staying relevant has been very important to us. And knowing that mobile device is a very personal device and everyone is using it for all kinds of things these days, we recognize that that's the next step for us in that terms of technology. So as we heard here in the conference, some similarities in terms of we want to have a device and a mobile app that allows it to be convenient for our guests so they can find us wherever they are. If they're not near their nearest Chick-fil-A, they can download our app and see where the nearest restaurant is here in Miami, how close it is. But then it's also a matter of personalizing their experience on the app too. So yes, you can order what you want, how you want, pay ahead, and guess what? Skip the line, pick up your food, and either sit down in the dining room or get back in your vehicle and then head out where you need to.
Oh, that's great. That's great. How have you guys noticed differences in terms of adoption or uplift in sales since you've had all these capabilities?
And so it was probably a soft rollout this year in a handful of test markets, and so much like we do in our large chain with just 1,500 restaurants, trying to see how things will work, and not just guest adoption, but also operator adoption. And so our agreement is meant to help educate our operators about how best to use our technology. And so how do we pilot over the course of 2015 with a larger rollout across the chain in 2016, where, again, the pilot is very small and incremental, and so we hope to see definitely some bigger gains next year.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about franchisees for a minute. What kinds of things do you do to encourage adoption whenever you roll out new technologies with franchisees? Do you meet with a lot of resistance? Sometimes you must have a very varied franchisee base. And do you see things on both ends of the spectrum in terms of some of them might be pushing you for more technology while others resist? How do you deal with that?
Right. Well, when we think about our operator agreement, it really is based on respect for each other, and that we have systems and processes that we know will help elevate the operator's ability to grow their business and enhance their own personal gain from that. So we really want to make sure we're offering them a lot of options. And just like anything, here's the why behind it. Here's what it can do for you. What might be the return on investment for you? But there's always the idea the operator is ultimately responsible for implementing the systems in the restaurant. So it is education based and using our relationships with them to talk about the why, the how, and then try to give them some phase-in times. It's not an automatic on this day you must use it, but how do you give them a sense of when's the right time to implement the system in their restaurant over the course of many months.
Okay. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Well, Maureen, thank you so much for talking with us. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.